Hey guys, welcome back to the Kings of Legacy show. Super pumped to have you here today. And remember, we fuck small talk, so we're diving straight into today's episode. And today's episode is called Why the Little Things Really Piss You Off. I've been having a few chats around this stuff recently, and first and foremost with you guys. So thanks for reaching out, sharing with me what's going on in your world. And hopefully this episode and this understanding can help you navigate this situation in future. And also to a good friend of mine and fellow peer, Becca Maxwell from Do Divorce Right, who we will have on the show at some point. And we can dive in a little bit deeper into this subject then. But I just want to share my initial thoughts, feelings around it all as well. So why do the little things really piss you off? So for context, I get guys who come to me and say something along the line of, my wife was just sat there and she was just scrolling on her phone and it just really pissed me off. And then all of a sudden we were into this back and forth exchange that was like pretty negative. Or maybe it's something like she didn't turn the dishwasher on, so blah, 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 and then I just lost it. Or maybe if we flip the scenario here and maybe all you did was just like leave the toothpaste lid off the toothpaste and all of a sudden it escalated into a full-blown argument. Or maybe she gets really pissed off because the grass or the lawn out the back is getting like a little bit long and really needs cutting, and that all of a sudden has like escalated into a full-on back and forth. And all these things are transactional responsibilities in your relationship. So sometimes they're just never even spoken about and they've just always been that way and it works. Cool. Or maybe you've had them pop up as a topic and now that you know who's responsible for what, and you've set some clear boundaries on it. Normally it kind of happens as we're having children and setting clear boundaries on what the new transactional responsibilities are, because there's normally new ones that pop up. So I guess I want to get across today, if you want to be running like a successful business and a successful, happy, loving household, these are really important to pick up on. Now, the big point I want to get across today is that a disagreement or disconnection over these transactional responsibilities in your relationship are a great warning sign that something much deeper is actually going on. And I want you to think about it for a minute. If your relationship is like truly firing on all cylinders, do you think that the dirty dishes just left in the sink are really going to be like tipping your partner over the edge that much to feel compelled to start World War III? Probably not, right? So what is actually going on here? Cutting through the noise of that first layer, if we dig through that, what is really going on here? And I want to share with you a quick story about myself. And a couple of years ago, my wife and I had a couple of these moments, right? So the lawn out the back was a bit longer, let's just say it's a bit on the longer side, which is one of my transactional responsibilities around the house. And it kind of really peeved Maddie off and it got under her skin a little bit, to a point where she actually started to speak about hiring someone on a regular basis to come around and cut the grass. It's kind of a different story, but that's my grass. That's my friggin' lawn. Hell no, I'm cutting that grass. That's a different subject. But looking back at the time, I was putting a lot of time into like work, and clearly not enough time and effort in at home. And on that deeper level, that was something that was essentially Maddie's way of saying, hey, we miss you. Can you come home and spend some time with us? And to put this into a different frame, imagine if we just returned home from like a week's holiday down south with, maybe we took the whole family down and we had shared some epic moments as a family, made some memories, and maybe even we managed to get a couple of nights away just alone, just the two of us. So like heaps of connection, heaps of conversations, quality time, romantic dinners, massages, intimacy, all the great things in a relationship. And say we just get back from that trip and she goes to look outside on the lawn, at the lawn now, and she sees that the lawn is like a little bit longer than ideal. Do you really think that that would piss her off then? No, heck no. It just wouldn't, would it? And it's interesting, right? Having moments of disconnection over transactional responsibilities is often a key indicator that there is something else going on. So just keep your peepers out for them from both parties. If you're getting mad over the small stuff, are you just not feeling heard or appreciated? What is actually going on for you? Are you not feeling connected in some way? future goals. Do you have any future goals together? Do they exist? Or are you craving some more affection or physical touch? What's actually happening for you? And I think this conversation blends in well with like your love languages, which we'll dive into in a separate episode, but I wouldn't confuse the two. So say you're completing your transactional responsibilities. So for yourself, it could be, and this is, let's just say for me, so say I'm completing my transactional responsibilities, right? Taking the rubbish out, cutting the grass, looking after the pool, doing some of the nighttime routine with the kids doesn't necessarily mean that I am speaking my wife's love language and absolutely smashing it. So say if my wife's top love language was acts of service, an act of service for her is probably not me just fulfilling my own transactional responsibilities in the relationship. Hot tip here, help her with her transactional responsibilities. And I think that'll go a long way with your partner's love language. But guys, I just kind of wanted to share that story with you today and share a little bit of an insight as to maybe some things that you're picking up on. Maybe you're starting to have a few of these little silly arguments like the toothpaste, or there's a dirty mark on the bench top, whatever it is. Look out for those moments, because those moments, whether they've triggered you or they've triggered your wife, there's normally something deeper underneath that. And all you need to do is just take a step back and ask yourself the simple question of like, whoa, what is actually happening here? What is actually going on? What's the deeper root reason? Because the small stuff doesn't matter. And picking up on it early is the way to go. When something so small turns into a disagreement, ask yourself time and time again, what is really going on here? I hope you enjoyed today's show, and until next time, remember, fuck small talk. Life's too short for it. Remember to hit that follow and leave us a review, because it goes a long way in helping us reach more people. Guys, have an amazing day, and we'll talk real soon.